And it made me realize I don't care anymore what anybody gotta say. I'ma do me. I'ma do me. I've been on, bitch, you been con.
Hi, sexy souls. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so grateful to have you here. My name's Kaeleigh. For anyone who's new, we're in the car again. We're doing a casual car chat with you guys. I don't know how amazing this lighting is, but we're gonna try it out and see how it goes. Just waking up, starting our day off right, running some errands, working, and I'm so excited to hang out with you guys again. Thank you so much for 30,000 subscribers. You guys, we've already passed that, and I'm just so freaking grateful for you. And if you're here and you're watching, you're a real one. You get me, I get you, and I'm just excited to see how we grow together, how this page and channel evolves, what we do. We're going with the flow, and I really freaking like it. So thanks for being here with me. All right, today we're gonna chat about confidence, some confidence tips that I think have really helped me in my life become the woman I am today, really step into my true authentic embodiment, step into my true authentic expression. And you know, we all deserve to show up in our power, to feel effing good in our natural bodies, bare and beautiful. Yeah, I got some lipstick on, but like, to just be our natural selves, whether we as women like have a full face of makeup on or not, and whether we feel amazing one day or not, to feel good every single day is something that I wish for everyone. You know, obviously we're not going to feel good every day, right? But like, when we build on our self-confidence daily through habits and rituals and self-care and self-talk, it just becomes who you naturally are. You step into the new version of yourself. You step into the leveled up version of yourself. But what's also cool is that journey of leveling up never ends. It never ends. The journey never ends, guys. Okay, we did get a coffee. Is that gonna be the new thing? Like, I come with a car chat and we have a coffee. Oh, we'll see. Maybe it's the thing now. I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about the foundation of confidence as we get into some tips that have really helped me be a confident woman. The foundation of confidence, in my opinion, is self-care and self-talk. So I could talk about self-care forever, right? I touched on it a little in the last video, but barely scratched the surface. How we take care of ourselves on a daily basis and how we talk to ourselves on a daily basis really is that foundation for how we show up in the world, you know, how we feel about ourselves in the world. If we're not taking care of our bodies properly and our mind properly, and in my opinion, our spiritual health, our faith, you know, whatever that is, then we're not really gonna feel like, hey, I'm a baddie. Hey, I'm a confident woman. I can do whatever the F I want. I don't care what anyone else thinks, you know? And it's a process, right? But the more you take care of yourself by doing those self-care things, you know, and it's different for everyone. Self-care is personalized. Again, that's something obviously I could talk about, but I'm not going to get into it in this video. But what do you know that you need to do for yourself to take care of yourself? You know, we all have these things that we know we might be avoiding, but we know are good for us, that we know we gotta do, that we want to do in order to make ourselves feel better, in order to make ourselves look better. You know, I highly recommend you start implementing those things in your life. It's different for everyone too. What makes me feel good, you know, it might not resonate with you. And I think that's the beauty of being an individual, right? We all have different things that soothe us, that help us glow up, that help us make us feel good. So if you have the time, I'd tap into that a little. Ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? What do I need to do over this new spring season to help myself feel better as a woman, man, you know? What do I need to do? And maybe listen to that. Because the more we listen to that, the more we listen to that internal compass, that internal guidance, that internal voice that's like, Kaeleighh, you gotta do this to take care of yourself. The better we feel, the more aligned we get, and the more confident we get. And of course, self-talk is aligned with that as well. And of course, I use affirmations, I meditate, I talk to God, I talk to my angels, you know, all that stuff as part of my self-talk. Some things like you could do to help redirect your mental state is waking up in the morning and meditating. If not, you don't have to. Maybe start by saying affirmations. One thing that can be very healing is the practice of Ho'oponopono. It is, I believe, originated in Hawaii, and it is a self-talk, self-healing, self-soothing ritual where you can put your hands anywhere on your body, take a minute of quiet time in your life. You can do this in bed when you're waking up, before you go to sleep, when you have a moment you know, to yourself during the day, and you say, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And you say that as many times as you want, as many times as you need, and that can really help you release, you know, some negative emotions, help you really purge and think about what does your body need in this moment, what have you, you know, self-forgiveness is a huge part of this as well. We need to forgive ourselves in order to move forward. Forgive yourself for maybe not taking care of yourself properly in the past, or not doing the things that you know you needed when you were younger, you know, whatever. And practices like Ho'oponopono and affirmations and meditating, I talk about these because they're a great baseline and foundation for people who are not really familiar with positive self-talk and manifesting, and, you know, constantly affirming just as like their second language now. So if you start consciously implementing practices like Ho'oponopono and consciously affirming internally, it can start help the ball rolling. It can start help getting the ball rolling for more positive self-talk, and to honestly forgive yourself, because that's a huge thing when it comes to confidence. Is we got to forgive our past self, really accept where we are now in order to move up. Easier said than done sometimes, but again, patience and practice is part of this foundation. We got to be patient with ourselves, and we have to just make it a new lifestyle. We have to start acting like the person that we want to be, and then honestly, we become that. That ties in a little bit to the fake it till you make it kind of thing. You know, I know some people don't like to say, oh, you shouldn't fake who you are. Of course, you don't want to fake who you are, but if you don't feel like a confident badass, like in the moment, right? If you don't feel like this fit, sexy goddess, blah, blah, blah in the moment, well, what's it gonna take to get there? You need to act as if, you need to fake it till you make it, so that you start embodying that person, that higher version of yourself. You know, you're not thinking as if and acting as if is the perfect combo for, you know, bringing your highest version in to this 3D world. We can think about things all we want, but we got to start acting like it. And if you don't believe in yourself yet, if you haven't built up that self-confidence, then faking it till you make it is honestly the perfect thing to do. If you don't feel confident in yourself yet, faking it till you make it might be the thing that you need to do in order to really start stepping into the reality of the person that you want to be. to be the baddie, to be the girl you want to be. I'm assuming I'm talking to ladies on here, but if you're a man, you should let me know in the comments. A lot of these videos I know are more catered to a female audience, and I love that. I love my men on here too, but I think I have a large male audience, obviously, because of the sexy content, which we love, but I feel like I'm very called to empower the women out here, because we all need that in life, and I've been through so much that I want to help you ladies feel good. I want to help you ladies feel good just like you should, because we all effing deserve that. We have this one life as ourselves. Like, I want to embrace all I am in this moment. Okay. Some other tips for self-confidence. So we got the foundation of self-care, self-talk. That is the baseline. You got to get that under control, and that's something that you do every single day. Some things that I personally really think help your self-confidence is, number one, stop scrolling and over-consuming media and social media. I work on social media, so obviously I use it, I create, and I consume, but I consume conscious content. I consume my friends. I consume people who inspire me and empower me and teach me things. I don't mindlessly scroll. The only reason I'm scrolling would be to find content to create, like, you know, ideas and inspiration for content and stuff. It's huge in self-confidence to not compare yourself to others. And I mean, if you're one of those people who does find yourself scrolling and comparing, I would recommend stopping and cutting down your screen time immensely, or only follow and consume content that you know will uplift you, that you know will empower you, that will make you feel good and make you want to take action, make you want to get creative, help you in some way, help you level up in some way, help you feel good in some way. Obviously, it's cool to have guilty pleasures. We all have that. But if you know something that you're consuming is triggering something in you and making you feel bad, like, there's a reason for that. There's deeper healing that you need to do. There's trauma and shadow work that you need to do. And if something's making you feel bad on the external world, then maybe cut it out of your life, because you don't need like excess media anyways. We already are stimulated 24/7. And if you're not in your power yet, where like social media and other people are triggering you, then I would recommend cutting it out. I mean, I have no problem looking at the most gorgeous effing women in the world, because I see them as empowerment. I see them as teachers and being like, oh damn, yeah, this is how I can improve my life. This is blah, 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 you know? But if you are not on that, if you're not at that place and you're just comparing yourself and thinking negative thoughts and negative self-talk, we don't want that. We want to knit negative self-talk in the butt. We do not want the negative self-talk, because any negative self-talk, you're just reaffirming this 3D reality, and you're reaffirming the non-confident person that you are in this moment, and you don't want that, okay? Another thing that I think is really effing fun and helps with self-confidence is taking pictures and videos of yourself. Sexy or not sexy, fun or not fun, I don't know. Dancing around in your room by yourself, doing little things. You'd be surprised how much it boosts your self-confidence. I absolutely love taking pictures and videos. Obviously, I do it for a job, right? But even if you aren't on social media or whatever, we all have a phone, right? So take some pics and vids of yourself, like dancing around your room, being free, like being funny, I don't know, whatever you love to do. Like, I love dancing and, you know, being sexy and feeling good in myself, so like I make that kind of content, right? But if you just take something when you're feeling bad about yourself, and then, you know, you'll look back on it later and you'll see your true beauty. You'll see how amazing you are and how unique you are and all your little quirks and how fucking cool you are, you know? Like, I love social media and everything I've done, whether it's, you know, cringy or not, like whatever, because it's like a diary. I get to look back and see how much I'm progressing, like what I went through, blah, blah, blah. And even if it's not on social media, just to have a lot of pics and videos like in your phone, in your iCloud, on your computer of your life. Like, I think it's amazing, like, people take photos and videos and like we should start printing them out, because who knows with technology, right? But just to like be able to look back on yourself and really see the confidence boost and just really appreciate who you are as an individual, because we're all so uniquely effing gorgeous and beautiful. And oh my God, there's only one of you. There's only one of you. Do you know how amazing that is? Do you know how powerful that is? Do you know how much that should make your confidence boost just because you're you? Like, it's just amazing. We are such a gift. Like, this is a gift. Oh my God, I chose to be me. Like, holy F. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I highly recommend taking pics and vids of yourself, whether it's just chilling or doing a creative thing that you love. Like, I think you'll appreciate it. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. It's fun, okay? For my ladies, men too, of course, self-pleasure is an amazing part of self-confidence, in my opinion. It helps self-confidence immensely. When we self-pleasure and when we tap into our body, we get to know ourselves more. We get to really appreciate our body for the power it holds, for how amazing it is. And personally, I love to do the practice of manifestation masturbation. I don't know what we can say on YouTube, so I got to be careful. But self-pleasure, when you are not having outside stimuli of PORN, you know, even though I totally support PORN, I do PORN to some extent, so it's like, fuck yeah. But taking the time out for yourself to just connect with your body in this way, in the way of the pleasure portal. And personally, I like to say affirmations or visualize something that I'm trying to manifest in my life while I am self-pleasuring and orgasming while saying and thinking and visualizing this thing that I want in my life. So obviously you can do this with manifestation, but you can also do this with needing to release trauma from the body, needing to forgive yourself, needing to love yourself more. Like, there's honestly endless ways to use the power of the O, the big O. So I highly recommend taking some time for yourself where you get comfy and, you know, you start feeling into your body, you start loving on your body, you start saying positive things to yourself while pleasuring yourself. You start, you know, you got to be intuitive about it, because every time you need something different. It'll be a different experience for you. Ladies, let me know if you'd like me to talk more about my practice of self-pleasure, because I find it so, so powerful and I'd love to talk about it more. I'm not going to get too in depth here, but self-pleasure helps us tap into ourselves. It helps us tap into our power and our sexuality, our divine feminine energy. It helps unblock the chakras. It's overall an alignment practice, a manifestation practice, a self-soothing, self-healing practice that I feel like is extremely underrated and is needed so much more in life. You know, we're taught to like shame our sexuality, shame these sides of ourselves that are completely innate within and is the reason that we're here on this earth to begin with. So if you can take that time for self-pleasure, where it's just you with you, it'll help you appreciate your body and really boost that self-confidence, tapping into your sexuality. That's just a huge part of self-confidence, at least for me. Like, really not being shameful around who I am and, you know, just being the woman that I want to be, you know, it's huge. I think sexuality is a whole topic in general when it comes to self-confidence, and like that's why I felt super empowered to start OnlyFans and just, you know, be myself. And that's a whole other subject, but just letting yourself be yourself and tapping into your body, I think, is humongous with self-confidence. And I would love to talk more about the whole sexuality side and sensuality side, because that's huge for me, but that will be another video. I don't know how this lighting is right now. If it's shitty, I'm sorry. So, but we're just gonna keep going with it, all right? We're gonna keep going with it. Another thing with self-confidence is, sorry, my brother's Snapchatting me. Another thing with self-confidence is, let's try new things in life, okay? Let's try new things. Let's get out of our comfort zone. Let's do what we know we're being called internally to do, that our internal compass, our internal self is like, hey, I want to do that. Like, I wish I could go do that. Like, that looks fun. Like, I want to be this. I want to be that version. We got to get out of our comfort zone in order to grow. We have to. Excuse me. We have to get out of our comfort zone in order to grow. For example, a couple things that I'm not really comfortable with is making long-form YouTube videos. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone here, and my brother wouldn't stop Snapchatting me. Love you, Gareth. We'll talk to you later. We'll talk to you later. Okay, but we have to get out of our comfort zone to grow, right? So a couple things that I'm uncomfortable with right now, but I'm trying to push through, is making longer YouTube videos, growing in my business in different ways, going to the gym to grow my muscles back in my body. Like, I went through cancer and being bedridden for like a year or more of my life, and I lost my ass, guys. I lost a lot of my muscle in my body, and I was really sad about it because I had an amazing ass, and like, honestly, I lost like so much muscle in my body, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, I want to show up and be my highest version and feel really good in my body. So I'm going to the gym and I'm doing weights, and I feel like I'm taking on this whole new persona and doing something that I'm not really comfortable with, and I'm not really comfortable being seen, not feeling like as confident as I want to in my body. But despite that discomfort, I'm pushing through and doing what I know internally I'm being told to do in order to level up, in order to be my higher version. And you know, I feel so much more confident because I'm pushing past that discomfort. Do I feel like my most confident self in my body? No, but I'm acting like I am, and I'm going against that internal resistance of, oh, you don't look good in those leggings. Oh, like your arms are too puffy because I deal with edema still from all the cancer, like endless things, right? Like, I have scars and imperfections that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life, guys. But I'm pushing past my discomfort, and I feel more confident now in my body with my imperfections than I did when I was like 19, and like I look back on myself then, right? I'm like, I was like fucking flawless, right? And I was insecure then, and I think to myself, I'm like, oh my gosh. But it's such a beautiful journey to watch your evolution and to be able to go against internal resistance, internal discomfort, and show up for yourself every day, or as best as you effing can. That brings you confidence by default. I have never been more confident, and I still have so much work to do, but knowing that there's no end to this journey, right? Knowing that there's gonna never be an end to my fitness, knowing that there's never going to be an end to my like progression, my spiritual progression, my business progression, my life progression, right? Because we're always going to be learning. I just think it's so beautiful. And when we can come to that realization that there is no effing end in life and we're always going to be leveling up. So like, why the fuck not start that journey? Why the fuck not like try? I was talking to my friend Kaeleigh yesterday, and she said a beautiful point of life's actually long, you know, life's not as short as we think it is. So we don't have to have this rush mindset. We need to be patient with ourselves. And like, because life is so long, we need to have a long-term mindset with ourselves, with our self-care, with everything we want in life. There doesn't have to be, oh my God, I have to have it all in this moment, because these little steps that we take every single day really do build on themselves. And, you know, you're going to look back even 6 months and a year from now and be like, holy fuck, like I've grown a lot. I look back these past even like 4 or 5 months since being single, and I'm like, wow, I've grown a lot. Wow, I've shifted a lot of these things in my life. Wow, like I'm a different person even in the past 4 or 5 months. And I'm just excited to see who I'm going to be at the end of this year, you know? So, we're doing great, guys. We're doing great. All right, I don't want to make this video too long, but I'll say one more thing. We got to let go of caring what people think about us. I think that's huge with self-confidence. We got to stop caring what people think about us. And when you think about it, we're in this 3D matrix, who the F knows, right? But every single person in this world, we're so self-focused, right? So if you really think about it, no one actually gives an F what you're doing. No one actually gives an F who you are, what you do every day, who you show up as. You know, if you're worried about what someone's gonna think, they're literally gonna think about you for like, what, 5 minutes out of their life, out of their year, out of their day, and then they move on to thinking about themselves again, thinking about what's going on in their reality, what's going on in their life. We all live in a completely different world because we all live in a completely different perception, in a completely different reality. I could be living in a house with 5 different people, right? And we all are in our own worlds because we all have different perspectives, different internal conversations, different internal self-talk, different everything that keeps us at a different frequency, at a different vibration. So I could be at a vibration up here, and someone I'm living with could be at a vibration down here. And that's not to say I'm better than someone, but we're all different, okay? We're all at different levels in life. So, and people are so self-absorbed, not in a bad way. That's just who we are as humans. We focus on our world around us and who is influencing our world, and that's basically it, okay? So never ever let someone's opinion deter you from being the goddess within, from being yourself, who you want to be every single day. Because, you know, I used to care so much when I was like little and a teenager in high school and all this shit, and like always worrying about what people thought about me. And I'm just like, oh my God, you know, I'm just so grateful that I could give 2 shits now. It's just great. Like, to not care about what anyone thinks of you is very empowering and is such a self-confidence boost. And I understand that can take work because we all have trauma and programming from a young age to, you know, not be selfish in a way. And being selfish isn't bad if you're taking care of yourself and focusing on yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't care about other people. Obviously, we care about other people and we want to help other people and have connections in life completely. But from a young age, we're taught, like, oh, you have to not hurt someone's feelings. You have to, you know, make sure other people feel good before you feel good. And like, I'm over that in life. I'm over that in life. We got to do what we want. We got to do what we want. We got to be who we want to be. I'm not planning on looking back when I'm 80 years old and regretting not doing the things that I want to do, regretting not showing up as who I want to be. And like right now, in life, I feel called to run my small business. I feel called to do my social media business. And you know, there's plenty of people in my hometown who watch me, and I could feel extremely insecure about that, right? I could feel extremely insecure, but I could give two shits now. You know, whatever the F they think about me, doing OnlyFans, doing social media and stuff, like it's a credible business now. Everyone does social media as in some aspect with their business. A lot of people do, right? But I digress, right? That's a whole other topic. But like I just don't let it affect me, and there's a reason people watch you anyways, right? Like, so it's important not to let other people's opinions affect your true north, affect your internal guidance. Listening to yourself is what you need in life. I hope to inspire you. I hope you find other inspirational content out there, books and people who help you. We got to help ourselves. I want to help you help yourself. I want to help you show up as yourself, you know, and not care about this external, because it's all a game. It's all a video game. It's all a video game where you get to choose everything about it, and it's fucking cool. Oh my god, there's so many things I want to say, and I guess I'm the kind of person who can just like talk and talk on here, so I guess that's good to know. I love you so much, and thank you so much for watching. If you watched this, let's put some pink hearts in the comments, guys. If you watched the whole video, it helps me know that you like just my rambly videos like this where I'm chatting with you, because honestly, like, that's what feels good to me right now in this moment. Again, sorry if the lighting hasn't been amazing, but you know, we're just going with it. We're just going with it. Guys, I'm so excited to see the evolution of this channel and what we create on here. It's a confident year, babes. Let's show up as we are, because we deserve it. You're your own star. A star that's what you are. A star that's what you are. A star that's what you are. It's time to show up as it. To be you. Okay, I gotta stop talking now. I love you. Bye.